everybody. Welcome to Music Moves for Piano, Book 3, Unit 10B. Today we're going to finish up what we have left in Unit 10, starting with triple meter. Go ahead and move in triple meter with me, please. Bum, bum, bum. Sing with me. Triple now feel as we're moving in 3, moving in 3, moving in 3. Triple now feel as we're moving in 3. Move now in triple with me. And chant macro beats on do. Do, 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 do. Echo me, please. Ba 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 ba. Do ta da dee, do ta da dee, do ta da ta dee ta do. Do ta da dee. Do ta da dee ta do da dee, do ta da dee ta do. Do da ta dee ta do da ta dee ta do da dee do. I'll chant a pattern. You name the function. Do da dee do da ta dee do da ta dee ta do. Divisions. Ba 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 ba. Divisions. Do dee do dee do da dee do da dee. Elongation or division elongation. Ba, 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 ba. Rest. I'm going to sing Leaves Are Falling. I'd like for you just to listen and name the tonality and then the meter of this song. While you're listening, pretend you're rocking a baby dog in your arms. Ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum, ba ba bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, ba ba bum. So what's the tonality of this song? It's minor tonality. And what's the meter of this song? It's triple meter. We're going to do some tonal patterns in minor. So for each of these tonal patterns, I'd like for you to label the tonality and the pattern function. Remember, we have 3 functions that we're listening for now. We have la, mi, do, la, si, la, do, mi, minor tonic, re, fa, la, minor subdominant, mi, si, ti, re, and minor dominant. So here we go. Bum, bum, bum. I'm doing this on syllables. La, mi, do, minor tonic. Re, fa, re, minor subdominant. Mi, si, mi, minor dominant. La, mi, do, minor tonic. Re, la, fa, minor subdominant. Si, mi, ti, minor dominant. La, mi, do, la, minor tonic. La, mi, minor tonic. Fa, re, la, minor subdominant. Si, mi, ti, minor dominant. La, do, la, minor tonic. So if you're having trouble with those, go ahead and listen to the pattern CD, listen to the track that does minor, tonic, subdominant, and dominant chords with tonal syllables. You can also do without tonal syllables, or go back and listen to that section several more times this week. You want to be comfortable with those because starting in the next unit, you're going to be labeling the syllables. I'll sing bum, bum, bum. You'll sing la, mi, do. I'll sing bum, bum, bum. You'll sing re, fa, re. So that's coming up. So you want to be really comfortable with, am I dealing with a tonic chord or a subdominant chord or a dominant chord? That will help you. All right, go ahead and come to the keyboard. We have something new that we're doing today for our keyboard skills. So you have seen this, I'm sure, because this is the part of the page that we didn't do last time. This is over on the right side of page 31. Keyboard skills, triads in 3 positions. So I'm going to read through these. We'll do this together, and then know that you can do this with any triad. Each of the 3 tones of a triad has a name. Triad meaning a chord that has 3 notes. For example, do, mi, so, or fa, la, do, or so, ti, re, or la, do, mi, re, fa, la. Those are all triads. The lowest tone is the root. So if we're doing do, mi, so, the root is do. The middle tone is the third. If we're doing do, mi, so, the third is mi. The top tone is the fifth. If we have do, mi, so, the fifth is so. Do is the root, mi is the third, so is the fifth. The sound of a triad changes when different tones are on the bottom. A triad with the root on the bottom is named root position. A triad with the third on the bottom is named first inversion. The inversion symbol 6, it looks like a little superscript, a tiny little 6, is placed next to the chord symbol. So we call that 1/6 or tonic 6 if it's a tonic chord. Do, mi, so. Here's our first inversion. Too many words at once. Mi, so, do. Notice how that sound is similar and how it's different. A triad with the fifth on the bottom is named second inversion. The inversion symbol 6/4 is placed next to a chord symbol. So for example, if it's a tonic chord, we would call it tonic 6/4 or 1/6/4. So, do, mi. And notice how that is a similar and yet different sound to our original root position chord. So play major triads. Oh, we're doing this with every major triad. Not every one at this moment, but this is true for all of our major triads. Play them in the 3 positions. See the example below. Sing the tonal syllables. Notice the fingering next to each one. Our root position triad, I'm using my right hand, is going to be thumb, middle finger, pinky. When we sing it, we'll sing do, mi, so. Our first inversion is thumb, pointer finger, or index finger, pinky. Get used to these fingerings. Mi, so, do. Second inversion. So, do, mi, is thumb, middle finger, pinky. Then when we do it in the left hand, same fingering, pinky, middle, thumb, do, mi, so. Same pinky, middle, thumb, mi, so, do. Pinky, pointer finger. inversion chord feels in your left hand the way that a first inversion chord feels in your right hand. They look symmetrical to each other. So you can think about that if you want for the why we've come to these fingerings. But what matters at this moment is to pay attention to the fingerings and to use those. Now, we just did, or I just did, the C major triad as the tonic chord in major. Do, mi, so, do, mi. And we don't know that that's tonic. This could be in minor, and that could be the mediant chord or the 3 chord. So don't let me say that just because it's do, mi, so, it's the tonic. Then we can also do this with fa, la, do. So we're going to do the same thing. Fa, la, do, la, do, fa, do, fa, la. So you practice that, and then we come back again. Let's do it in the left hand this time. So, ti, re, so, re, so, ti. So you get to practice whatever major triad you're working on, those inversions, playing and singing with the correct fingering with all 3 sets of syllables. It doesn't look like a lot on the page. It's a fair amount to practice. And you'll find that some of them will be easier to sing than others. Feel free to switch octaves around when you're singing. Do, mi, so, do, so, do, mi. So you can jump up or down an octave as you need to make it easier to sing. Make sure you practice each one of these in 2 hands. I would start by playing 1 note at a time. You can also play. You could sing with that as well. Do, mi, so, do, mi. It'll probably be easier to sing if you're playing 1 note at a time. So I'd like for you to practice playing in several different major triads. You don't have to do it on every single one, but on several different major triads. Practice your 3 positions, playing in each hand and singing with all 3 sets of syllables. Whew! Just see how much you can do with that this week. This is why I saved this for this second part. It's a lot to do. Now, when you look over on the left side of the page, how about if I give you some time to practice that? Do this with at least 2 different triads right now. There, now you had a moment to do that. Okay, now over on the left side, play tonic, subdominant tonic arpeggios using any black piano key as do. Sing the syllable names. So this is continuing to practice from Unit 8 when we're doing all of the different arpeggios. Right now we're zeroing in on tonic and subdominant arpeggios, starting with black piano keys as do. How about that? And actually we do the tonic one twice. I got it. There we go. And remember the other way to sing the syllable names. Do, mi, so, fa, la, do, mi, so, do. So go ahead and practice all of those. If you have any questions about that, be sure to let me know. Then play intervals from fa in a major pentascale. Sing after playing, use syllables. So let's play an E major pentascale. Go ahead and play that with me. So intervals from fa. Do, re, mi, fa. Starting up, we're going to go fa. Oh, sorry, play first. Fa, sol. Fa, mi. Fa, re. Fa, do. Go ahead and play and sing those. So try that with several different pentascales. Make sure you do it some in your left hand. You're getting used to the sound and the feel of these in both hands. So go ahead and do those in several different major pentascales over the course of the week. Okay, that's the keyboard skills stuff. The improvisation is small. We just have this number 2 over here. Improvise a melody using 2 major triads next to each other. Let's see. I was thinking of something before I started. I think one way that you could make it interesting is use one rhythm pattern on one major triad and then use a different rhythm pattern on the other triad. And you could even do short ones. So like do dee do dee do da dee do. And then do da dee do. Oh. No. Do dee do dee could be for one of them, and then do da dee do could be for the other one. So and you could repeat that. Something like that, so you can make some kind of a melody, sounds a little bit more melodic. And then it gives it a little bit more interest as you go from one to the other. So try doing either a 2 macro beat rhythm pattern that's different from one triad to the other triad, or a 4 macro beat pattern and then a 4 macro beat pattern on the other triad. So go ahead and see what you can do. 2 major triads next to each other. We've got a couple of improvisation projects that are not in your book. We have a change tonality project that we're going to do. We're going to sing German folk song, and I just want to take a quick look and make sure that I've got it in my head correctly. Yep. We're going to sing so we're going to sing our regular German folk song. Bum, ba, bum, sing with me. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. Now we're going to do major tonality. So, mi, do, ti, do. Go ahead and move at least to the macro beats and just listen. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Go ahead and sing with me. Bum, ba, bum, sing with me. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. And then we're going to do a change meter project. We're going to sing German folk song again. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Now we're going to sing it in duple meter. Go ahead and move to duple. Do, day, do, move with me, please. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum. Or we do bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum. I like that better. Go ahead and sing with me. Bum, 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 sing with me. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum. And if you sang it exactly the way that I did, that's great. If you didn't, that's not an issue at all. When you're changing meters, It doesn't have to be exactly one way. This is the thing about being creative with a melody. It doesn't have to be one rigid way. It just has to be in duple meter. Let's look at some review, and today we have our last review in book 2. We're finishing book 2. Now, so I don't forget, don't throw away book 2. You're going to need it. Even now, if you're using the notation book, you're going to be encountering projects that ask for things in book 1. So I hope you didn't get rid of book 1. You need these sitting around. So make sure wherever you put book 2, you know where it is. But don't put it in one of those safe places that you're never going to find again. At least that's what happens to me. So know where you put book 1 and book 2 because you're going to use them for reference later. But right now, we're going to finish this. So book 2, unit 20, we're looking at American Tune, and we're going to do the new tonality and the new meter for American Tune. E major. So go ahead and just play this with me in the original tonality. Bum, 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 play with me. New tonality. So let's do this in E minor. The accompaniment is exactly the same. Bum, 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 play with me. So sad. And then new meter. Let's go ahead and play this in triple meter. Probably the easiest way is going to be to think instead of do-day, do-day, do-do, which is not the way I was audiating it a moment ago, as you could tell. Do-dee, do-dee, do-do. Probably think of it that way. So do-da-dee-do, ready, play. And then feel free to go ahead and try playing this in other new keyalities with a minor, so different minor keyalities, and also different ways to play it in triple meter. Feel free to do that or do just what we did just now. So there's American Tune. For the D flat major scale, if you have not already done so, today I'd like for you to add the 4-octave scale. So we have our metronome. Let's see. Oh, can I find it? I've had a friend playing with my metronome. He loves it. All right, we've got our metronome set to 48. No, this is the one. Yep, battery's going. Bum, bum. Let's go ahead and start with our 2-octave scale. Do, day, do, play with me. Do, day, 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 do. Now 3 octaves. Do, da, dee, do, da, dee, play with me. Do, I'm going to move my hand an octave lower to play the 4-octave scale. Do-ta-data, do-ta-data, here we go. So if you've not already played in 4 octaves, go ahead and do that. If you have been playing in 4 octaves, then you're starting to move the tempo up. So you're moving from 48 to maybe 52 or 56 or 63. So see what you can do with that. So go ahead and practice that now. And that's the last thing. So you can put the final sticker on the cover for book 2. And then we're starting our way into book 3, unit 1. So we're starting back at the beginning of the book, going all the way back. So we're going to look at minor old woman and triple old woman. So minor old woman is on page 2. So we're going to review, these should be pretty fast. This is in E minor. I'm going to play both parts. See if you can play the melody with me. Do-they-do, play with me. The accompaniment, you have do-they-do, do-they-do. You're on line me for tonic, C and me for dominant. Go ahead and play that while I play both parts. Starting with the intro. Ready, play. So now we're going to chant the rhythm pattern. So this is the exact same as when we did the rhythm pattern back in book 2. So I'd like for you to go ahead and chant the rhythm pattern of this song, perform it in one key, and create with it. And then go ahead and mark today's date on those and look over at Triple Old Woman. We're going to do the rhythm pattern in this one as well. But first of all, we're in G major. And so we've converted our melody. Do-da-dee-do, do-da-dee-do. Do-da-dee-do, play the melody. So go ahead and practice that melody. The accompaniment, do and so. Let's slow this down a little bit and go ahead and play the accompaniment with me. Do-da-dee-do. There we go. Ready, play. So the rhythm pattern, we're going to have the rhythm pattern in triple meter. Do-da-dee-do, chant with me. Do, do, dee, do, do, dee, do, dee, do, dee, do, dee, do. Repeat. Do, do, dee, do, do, dee, do, dee, do, dee, do, dee, do. Go ahead and play that on one key and create with the rhythm pattern. If you're having an easy time with the rhythm patterns, make sure you start to think about these more formal elements of improvisation. You're thinking about repetition. You're thinking about contrast. You're thinking about variation. So how can you make this more intentional and more interesting as you improvise? Go ahead and mark today's date by the rhythm pattern. If you didn't think about any of those elements, go ahead and go back with either minor old woman or triple old woman and see what of those elements you can incorporate. Repetition, contrast, variation. Go ahead and try something. And that's all of our review for Unit 1. And that's not all. That's not all because, oh, no, we're still in Book 3. I'm not used to this yet. We have another keyboard piece. Doubling up. So I'm going to sing this. This is Girls and Boys Come Out to Play. Go ahead and move to macro beats. Then, there we go. I'm going to start here. Add the micro beats. Decide if this sounds like duple or triple meter. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. That's it. It's really short. So this is in triple meter. Go ahead and move with me, please. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Name the tonality. This is major tonality. Can you audiate the resting tone? Bum, do. Go ahead and sing these tonal patterns. So, mi, fa, re, so, mi, do, so, mi, do, re, so, re, so. Notice that last pattern, re, so, is our only dominant pattern. All three of the others were tonic. So, mi, oh, no. Re, so is dominant, and so is fa, re. Our first and our third ones were tonic. So, mi, and so, mi, do. But our re, so may be dominant. But our tonic pattern, so, mi, do, has that same pitch. So, remember that we share so between tonic and dominant. Now this song begins on so and ends on do. We can use this to transpose. When we're done with the song, we can think of our do as a new so. I'm going to sing in a different key. So, mi, do, ti, do. So we start on so, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, do. That can become our new so. Sing so, mi, do. Now we start over. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. I'm going to do that when we play this. Go ahead and sing the song with me. And I'm going to sing the chord changes. So you sang bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, our chord changes. Go ahead and sing those with me. Bum, bum, also sing do, ti, do. Let's sing that. Do, ti, do, ti, do. A couple of different ways to do that. Echo these rhythm patterns. Do, da, dee, do. Echo me, please. Do, dee, do, dee, do, dee, do. Do, dee, do, dee, do, dee, do. Do, dee, do, da, dee, do, dee, do. Do, dee, do, da, dee, do, dee, do. Is the ending of these two rhythm patterns the same or different? The ending is the same. They both end with do, dee, do. Go ahead and open up your book to page 33. This is book 3. Look at the music information box. This is in triple meter. Major tonality. Do is G, do. Melody starts on so. Sit in a comfortable position to play this. And then we're going to play the G major tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios. Tonal patterns. So, mi, fa, re, so, mi, do, re, so. Go ahead and prepare a hand, either hand, you could use either one, and the fingers that you need on the piano keys. Think the starting piano key. So I'm starting on so. And think a rhythm introduction before you start to play. Do-da-dee-do, do-da-dee-do. We're going to chant the rhythm while we perform the beginning of the first phrase. It's just do-dee-do-dee. So, mi, fa, re. So we'll chant our rhythm. Do-da-dee-do, play with me. Do-dee-do-dee. Now notice the end of the first phrase. So, mi, do. Go ahead and play that with me. Ready, play. Now we'll play the ending of the second phrase. Notice how that is the same. The end of both of our phrases is the same. The beginning of the second phrase takes us into that. Let's go ahead and play the whole song. Do-da-dee-do, play with me. Now I'll play the accompaniment. Do-da-dee-do, play again. Join me in playing that. Our tonic is on do, dominant is T. Do-da-dee-do, both hands. And then we're going to use our ending do as our new so. Do-da-dee-do, play once more. Excuse me. Do is no so. Play so, mi, do. So, mi, do. Then you need do in this hand. Do-da-dee-do, play again. So as you play this, every time you play now, I would like for you to play this in 2 keyalities every time. So play it starting in G major, then in C, that means when we transpose it to a new keyality, we're going to have double there as well. We could start in D. This is not for today. that's coming. So every time you play, you're playing it in G major, immediately followed by C major. Your do becomes the new so, mi, do. Have fun with that. Make sure you mark today's date by the melody in each hand. Do the melody in your other hand as well as the transposition. So play the melody in both hands, the accompaniment and hands together. And that's all for our unit. So here are your assignments. Number 1, audio track 22. We only have 1 audio track in our next unit. We're going to make up for having 2 songs in this one by having no new keyboard pieces in the next one. 2, keyboard skills, page 31, right side, major triads, plus left side, numbers 3 and 4. So that's 3 things for the keyboard skills. Number 3, improv, page 31, left side of the page. Number 2. Number 4, review book 2, unit 20. Yay, you're done with book 2. And book 3, unit 1. Number 5, if you did not already, I'm flipping somewhere here, play Cuckoo hands together, go ahead and work on that this time. If you already have done that, play it once, hands together, and say, oh, that was easy. Number 6, girls and boys come out to play, page 33. And number 7, here I told you in our last video that we were going to fix this rocking project here so that we didn't keep having 2 different assignments. So, if you have, oh yes, this is where we're fixing it. I had to think backwards and ahead at the same time. It's confusing. So if you already did the projects 3 and 4 on the rocking project on page 64, you're done. You don't have to do any more for this week. We'll pick up project 5 next time. If you did not already do both projects 3 and 4, then pick up the one that you didn't do. Got it? So if projects 3 and 4 are done, great. If one of them is not done, do the one that's not done. If you have any questions about that project, we will look at it together. This is prepping us for other wonderful things we're going to do later on. Thank you very much for joining me for Music Moves for Piano, Book 3, Unit 10B. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.